Hello, beautiful people and conscious creators. Hi, I am Valerie Lewis, a psychic medium and also an oracle card reader. And today I thought I'd take a little time to do a card pull for the collective. This is done in the same style that I do my year ahead readings. So if you've been wondering what's it like to get a year ahead reading from Valerie, this is what it's like. All right, so we're going to start by asking Spirit what we need to know about the first quarter. So we're going to pull a tarot card for each one of the 3 months, January, February, March, for those of you who don't know the first 3 months of the year. And then we're going to go back and pull an oracle card for the entire quarter. So give me just a moment while I tap in and get those cards pulled. What does the collective need to know for January, February, and March? Interestingly enough, all of those cards were sequentially in the order in my deck, and I usually don't pull that way. All right, so what do we need to know for January? What do we need to be aware of, watching out for? And we have the Hermit card. Y'all don't, I broke my nail. Don't look at my nail. The Hermit card in Tarot is a major arcana, and a major arcana means whatever themes, challenges, ideas, energy that we might be dealing with this month. It's not specific to our day-to-day activities. It's big and broad, and it's going to affect all areas of our life. That Hermit card is telling us that we're going to start off in the year in an introspective phase. Very careful to say this is not about slow energy, because 2026 as a whole is not about slow energy. So this is not to say we're starting off slow and in our own space. No, this is introspective. We're going to do a quick and efficient review of 2025 to help us understand what choices, what lies ahead for us in 2026. But this is not a let me hermit mode and not associate. Nope, you're still going to be out there in the big wide world. You're still going to be doing all the things that you're going to be doing. You're still going to start out this year with a lot of momentum behind you. So be very aware of what you are saying to yourself, what you are intending for your year, because that will pick up momentum very quickly going into 2026 and throughout the year. So for those of you that have been saying for years, I'm raising my hand because I've been saying this. For those of us that have been saying for years that it seems to take so long for my manifestations to come to fruition, you're not going to experience a lot of that this year, which is a blessing and a curse, because it means that whatever you put into motion is going to rapidly come to fruition. So let's make sure we're putting good things into motion. Let's make sure we are setting good intentions, because it's going to pick up and move very quickly for us. So how do we make sure of that? We take a pause, we take a moment to really think about, what is it I want? This person is alone. What is it I want out of this year? We're not doing the people pleasing that we've done before. We're not creating on behalf of others. We're not trying to make other people's lives easier. This is, what do I want? When I can start experiencing some ease in my life, then I can show up better for other people. So take January to take that introspective look at your life, decide what it is you want for this year, and then understand that when you set those intentions, they are going to quickly build momentum. Moving on to February, what do we have to look forward to in February? Choices. 7 of Cups. So we talked about you deciding, and then you're right into, okay, you said you wanted these things, you set these intentions, and now Spirit is like, all right, and here's the choices that I need you to make in order to bring those things into fruition, in order to bring those things into full manifestations. That's what we talk about here. If you don't know by the Manifest with Valerie channel title, we talk about manifesting. And manifesting, to me, in real simple terms, means, how do I get to the life I want? How do I get the things, the people, the relationships? How do I get to the life I want? That's manifesting. February. What choices do you need to make to stay in alignment with the things that you intended, the things that you said you wanted to experience? What choices are you going to make? And if you're like, well, fuck if I know, because I've been trying to make the right choices all my life now. I've been waiting for these things to manifest. All right. You don't know. It's big. It's unknown. It's new. You're not sure what choices to make are the right choices. Okay. This is Spirit saying, Trust your intuition. See all that water? Water represents intuition, spiritual connection, flow in the tarot. There is nothing in this card that says get a pen and paper out, sit down and hash out the pros and the cons before you make this decision. Everything in this picture is about falling into your intuition and trusting your intuition to help you make the decisions that you need to make. You've already done the thinking. Now, how do I move into aligned action? Aligned action is making decisions that are intuition based, that are spiritually, I was spiritually connected when I made this decision. That's the vibe you need to have for February. Moving into March, what does Spirit want us to know about March in energy? The Knight of Cups. I like this. I call this the romancer, Mr. Lover from the Tarot. The Knight of Cups. Knights are the actionary, so it's asking us to move into some form of action. Cups is the realm of emotions. We already kind of talked about that with the 7. Cups is water energy, it's emotions, it's flow, it's intuition. So we've made the choice based on intuition. And Spirit is saying, and now I need you to immediately move into aligned action to back up that choice, to show me that you really meant what you said with all of those choices that you just made. Now back it up with some action. Show me that you are going to move in alignment with this. That 7 of Cups and that Knight of Cups are working very closely together. The Knight of Cups is asking for what feels like immediate action. Spirit is not asking us to sit down and think about the decisions and decide. It's like, can we do this like this? Because we've been snapping our fingers for years at Spirit. Where's my manifestation? Where's my money? Where's my lover? Where's the car? Where's the thing? Come on, it's too long. It's taking too long. Why is it taking so long? And now Spirit is like, all right, you've done the work. You're ready. And now Spirit is doing this for us. You said you wanted it. Show me. Show me the action. Show me so we can get this thing going. So I feel like this is the year we're all going to come together. Not all of us. This is the year all of our intentions and all of the work that we've done when we've been doing this to Spirit. And now Spirit's turn to say, okay, we've got everything in place. Now I'm just waiting on you. It's time for you to give me the action and show me what we're going to do for this year. And so now all of that is coming into balance. We're going to be on the same page with Spirit more than ever before in 2026. And the way we get on the same page is starting out the year with this energy, starting out the year thinking about what do I really want out of life, making those aligned, intuitive decisions, and then immediately following that up with inspired, aligned action to get our first quarter started out. Hi, Happy New Year to you too, Inner Soul Rising, to get the first quarter, to get our energy started out on a good foot in this new year. So that's the 3 tarot cards for January, February, and March for the collective. Once again, this is the exact same style that I do. A little slower. We dig in a little bit more, but the exact same style that I do when I read for you on an individual one-on-one basis. If you've been thinking about getting one of those year ahead readings, the information is in the description box. And now we wrap everything up by going back through and reading an oracle card for the entire quarter. And Spirit just shifted me to the deck that I need to read from. The deck that I'm reading from, let me hold it right side up, is Beyond Lemuria. Beyond Lemuria. This is the oracle card for the first quarter. This will either give us additional information or it will tie in the messages that we've already received from the Hermit, the 7 of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Ooh, that card came fast. What do we need to know, Spirit? And we have freedom. Freedom. Card number 25. Look at that beautiful dragonfly. Let's see what the extended message is for first quarter 2026. Here's some key phrases. Living the life you love. Did we not just talk about that's what we come here for? Manifestation with Valerie is all about how do I get to the stuff I want out of my life? Living the life you love. Liberation as a shift in perspective. The many facets of freedom. Inviting enjoyment and inspiration to your life. Discovering what freedom means to you. Overcoming limitation. Unbound creative expression. Choice over obligation. Those are the key words. Let's get into the message. Freedom means living as you choose, with your wings and your heart open, able to direct your reality as you want. The quest for freedom in one form or another seems innate. In Western culture, the path of freedom is often equated with money. Ironically, chasing wealth can have the opposite effect due to the lengths taken for it to be acquired. It is possible to weave a life in thriving alignment with our soul's calling while financially supporting our realities. I know we're ready for that in 2026. Spirit, I'm out here doing your work. Now I need the money to make sure I am fully financed. That's what we're saying. You may picture freedom in its more extreme guises, but when we truly feel free, our lifestyles might not change drastically. It is more of a state of mind. The only change might be that you are choosing to live a certain way rather than feeling obligated. We may move through periods of life in a day's blur or routine, and what seemed like the dream career or lifestyle may have become somewhat of a prison. We may feel stuck, blocked, or uninspired. We might know deep down that it's time to step into something different, but feel tied to what we have set up for ourselves, perhaps financially or because others depend on us. It may feel like something needs to change externally before we can make that step, but it doesn't usually work that way. As scary as it may seem, to get off a self-perpetuating spiral, we need to initiate our own change. Small changes that don't impinge upon your work or family can be enough to tell the universe that you are ready for something else. Think about where you might find inspiration, then begin researching and try it out. Try a few things. This will help shift the direction of your inner being. Before you know it, opportunities will start to open for you. It will then be your choice to follow a new path or to continue as you are. Letting go, trusting, and loving without limitation are also a big part of internal freedom. There are lots of ideas about what freedom can be. Having a framework for what it can be means even more freedom can flourish. Complete freedom can also be overwhelming, confusing, or ungrounding. Structure and security are friends of freedom. They support fun, safety, expansion, sustainability, and exciting possibilities. Open yourself up for blessings, but make sure you have created some kind of structure to catch those blessings when they fall, to catch them when they land. Here's the deeper definitory meaning: bringing a deeper sense of freedom to a situation. A limitation may be a state of mind. A shift of perspective can help bring a sense of lightness and choice. Also, consider what freedom looks like to you in the bigger picture of your life. I'm not going to continue reading the rest of that. I think we get the picture. This is about redefining what freedom means to us. A lot of times we make that call to the universe. I want this, I want this, I want this, but we don't stop and slow down long enough to really define what does that truly mean. I want more money, I want more money, I want more money. And Spirit is like, okay, but more is such an ambiguous term, and it really depends on what your current individual situation is. So can you be more specific? And it's like, oh, okay, I've been saying more money for so long that I really never slowed down to ask myself, what does that actually mean for me? What is a good number that makes me feel comfortable and secure and safe and supported? And so this is your chance in this first quarter to gain that sense of clarity around what you have been asking for, to add a little bit more specificity. I always struggle with that word, but y'all know what I mean, to your request, so that Spirit can fill it in a way that is most pleasing for you. So Spirit is asking us right now, how can we redefine freedom? Redefine freedom. What does freedom actually mean for you? And how can you set yourself up to allow that freedom to flow in to your life in this first quarter? All right, so that's what I have for you. Those tarot cards and also the message of the oracle card. And I hope to do a lot more of this, channeling, sending messages out to the collective, helping you with the manifestation tips. So I hope we become best YouTube buddies throughout 2026. Thank you all for watching and see you soon.